everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Donia and I go by doebunn, and I make lifestyle videos, vlogs, fashion, anything to actually like live your best life and just be a soft girl and live your soft life. Anyways, today is super exciting because I am finally going to review my 2024 mid-year goals, and I really wanted to like not check them until I make this video so I can review them with you guys and show you how I personally go through my goals each year, like mid-year and then at the end of the year. So I'll probably make a video similar to this one at the end of the year. Maybe this will motivate you to take a look at the goals you set for yourself in 2024 because we often forget about them, but it's really good to have two checkups, because if you're just checking at the end of the year, it's like too late. If you see that you have fallen behind a certain goal, it's too late for you to like pick it up. So in order to avoid that, we do a mid-year check and like December check just before the new year. So this video will have 4 chapters. I'm going to go through my Notion first and show you like how I set my goals, how I track them. We'll see if I achieved new goals since I last checked. The next chapter is going to be me telling you how you can take actions to actually achieve your goals before the end of the year, what things you can do right now in order to, you know, reframe your mindset. And the final 4th chapter is going to be things I manifested so far. So we're gonna take a look at my vision board and see what I manifested. I already know because I've seen it. I have it every day on my screen, but I already know that I manifested things I actually did on purpose, and things that I don't know how that happened. So I hope you like this little video. It's a little different from my usual vlogs, but I really wanted to take a moment with you guys so we can all check in with our goals and, you know, just see where we are, and so that way we don't finish the year being frustrated and thinking, oh my god, I wish I could have like done better, because I know if I tried harder I could have achieved that goal and I would have felt more accomplished. Even though I like to just always underline the fact that it's never like too late. It's not like a deadline. Nobody's gonna come to you at your door on the 1st of January 2025 and be like, okay, did you accomplish everything? Like, you can still drag these goals that you have right now on to 2025, so it's totally fine, no pressure here. This channel is all about being cozy, comfy, stress-free, and just being our little happy selves. So let's move to my Notion page so we can check in the goals. First, let me show you very quick how my goals page looks like on Notion. I basically just put this cover because I found it on Pinterest and I thought it was so inspiring. It's like that famous quote from Elle Woods, it's hard. So yeah, just manifesting very easy vibes, just getting things done and them not being that much of a big deal, and, you know, just normalizing success basically. So first I have these goals. Okay, I don't remember what I wrote, but I have these goals that I think I just wrote because they like popped in my mind. So I have like different categories, and I think that's what I was going for. So career goals, wellness goals, financial goals, and relationship goals. Then I have like general goal tracker. These goals, I just really wanted to make them happen. So these were the ones I was like, I'm going to track them because I want to, you know, make them happen. And then I have monthly goals, so I set goals for myself monthly to achieve, and I have this system where I like write beforehand the reward, and once I ticked everything, I'll just like get my reward as if I was in a game, you know. And if you've listened to my podcast, you know that the last episode of the 2nd season, I talked about like how you can turn life into a game, and that's basically what I'm doing now by doing, you know, this kind of system of you complete a task and you get a reward. Let me just take a sip of coffee. So let me just see the goals and see if I achieved any so we can update it. So yeah, my first step for you guys is go back to where you wrote your goals and see if you have achieved one of them, like by accident, or like you didn't remember you had this goal, you kept working on it but you didn't check it. Like, it's so satisfying to just check or just update the goal. Okay, so career goals. Make content creation my full-time job. Okay, I think I did it, because it's not like I'm getting paid that much, you know, like as it could replace a full-time job, like a 9-to-5. It's not replacing what I made with my 9-to-5, but still I'm doing it full-time. So to me, it's like I did it, because I was so scared to quit my 9-to-5 because it was some kind of like security, and just thinking about the fact that one day I would be able to just wake up and do what I love was out of my mind. And I wrote it and I was like, I'll try to make it a reality, you know. Grow my YouTube to 10k. Not quite there yet. My subscribing is still kind of like, I think it's 6k something, so not yet. Grow my other socials like Instagram and stuff to 5k. Not happen. Oh my god, this one I think I have it now. Okay, so all time. Oh my god, this one I can't cross yet, but it is going to hit 1k downloads in the time we reach 2025. So keep up with eating balanced meals and hydrating. Hydrating, done. Like, I always have my 𝒷𝓊𝓃𝓈, my doebunn, and I drink 2 to 3 of these, actually 3, without counting everything that I got from like fruits and vegetables. So hydrating is good. Eating balanced meals. Lately, yeah, I feel like I've been good at this, you know, like minimal takeout, just, yeah, I've been quite good at this. Steady night routine. That one, not really. I kind of fell out of it, but I'm getting back on it, so yeah. Daily sun exposure, yes. Even though I work from home now, I try my best to go out at least once a day to get my sun exposure. Not too much, I wear sunscreen, but I still go get some sunlight. Consistent workout routine. I used to be so good at doing Pilates when I got back home from work, and now the time that I'm thinking, oh, I should do Pilates or some kind of workout, I'm like, I could use that time to make content, so, but I'm gonna get back to it. Journaling, yes, I definitely have been journaling a lot more, and it's helped tremendously with my mental health. So okay, we updated everything. Now let's update this. So yeah, now that we updated our goals tracker, I'm going to tell you how you can take actions to, you know, for example, I fell out of this a little bit, like, where is it? I fell out of this, so how can I maybe achieve some of them right now, you know? How can I go back into a steady routine? I'm going to tell you all about how to, you know, get motivation to keep going for your goals, because we think that we still have time because it's only mid-year and it's still like 6 more months to go, but see, August is almost done and it went like this. So it's really important to, you know, not stress yourself out, but still be mindful about the fact that time is passing. And so you have to be very mindful about how you spend your time and how you want to progress in your goals. And if you're that serious about, you know, evolving and leveling up in life, you have to kind of take it kind of like seriously, just a little bit. I'm all about having fun, you know, but just a little seriously. Anyway, so I'm going to finish my coffee, going to meet my friend, and when I come back, we'll just, you know, get cozy, get a little drink, and we'll have like a little podcast chit chat. I hope you can hear me and see me well. I just thought that this setup would be a little bit more cozy. I just had like a little bed rocking, just a little one. This is like how I usually record my podcast. I usually just sit down and I just make myself super comfortable, pick up the mic like this and talk. Some days I'll just stay at my desk and have the mic like this, but what I love the most is just sitting on the bed and recording the podcast like this. I have little Miffy here with me. It's a little bun just like all of you and just like me as well, so it's gonna stay here for company. Okay, so let me just walk you through this chapter. So basically I'm going to tell you what actions you need to take, because yes, after you checked your goals, you don't want to be like, okay, I did this and I didn't do that, oh well, like, oh, just sit in disappointment. You need to take action to, you know, go over that obstacle. I feel like for so many of us, we play little, like we don't play the actual game, we play safe. What I mean by that is that we don't go out of our comfort zone to get where we want to be. And in order to change your life, you're going to have to change the way you act daily, and it might be, and it will be actually, uncomfortable at first. And for so many of us, it's so hard to go over that obstacle of, okay, usually I do this and that throughout the day, and like in order to get where I want to be, I need to change the way I do things different, like in another way, you know. And for so many of us, we just don't have the, I don't want to say the courage, but it's more like we don't have the will, or it's almost as if we don't want it that bad, that we're not ready to sacrifice our cozy little spaces, our safe space. It's just, which I understand because I'm like this as well. So for example, if I have to go somewhere in the morning and I didn't finish my morning routine, I'll be pissed like for the rest of the day. It's what's keeping us from actually reaching our dreams, you know. And even though you want something so bad, self-sabotage is real, you guys. I highly recommend that one book, The Mountain Is You by Brianna West. I finished it not long ago, and she goes over everything self-sabotage, and she digs deep into psychology and how our minds work. It's a gem, so I highly recommend you read it. I'll have the link in the description if you want. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, okay, assess your goals. Which goals are behind, which goals you haven't started at all. Write them on a separate paper, and we're gonna do this method that so many successful people do, is to write a list of goals on a piece of paper, and then you go over these goals, and if someone told you like, pick one of these goals that will change your entire life, and then you take that goal and you transfer it onto another piece of paper, and you make like a plan. What are you going to do monthly, and then what are you going to do daily to achieve that goal? So then you want to look at your goals and see what kind of routine could you implement in your day-to-day life in order to move forward into these goals. So maybe one of your goals is reading, but you started reading in January, you kept up in February, but then you lost the motivation, you fell out of your routine, fell out of your habit, which happens like so many times. But the most important thing is to realize that and know how to jump back into that habit. So if you build a habit and you fell out of it, it's really easy to go back to it. If you haven't though, it's a little bit not hard, but there is a certain way, and I highly recommend you read Atomic Habits if you want to know how to build habits that last. So if you have reading as a goal, maybe have like your morning routine, and into your morning routine try incorporating maybe 5 minutes of reading. And at first start small so that you don't get discouraged by the time you have to put into that work. But it's even like read one page, but once you are in that position with your book, you've read one page, maybe you want to move on to the next thing on your morning routine, do so. But like little by little, reading one page over another is still better. Like it's one thing that Atomic Habits talks about, and it's the fact that it's better to be 1% better every day than 0%. Like if you are going one page after another every day, yes, it is slow, but still you are moving towards that goal still. Like, you are still doing it, even if it's small steps. At the end of the year, you'll be so much further from where you are right now. And if you don't do this and you're like, okay, whatever, like I can't sit and just read one page, I want to sit and read at least a chapter, you're gonna stay in that mindset. And when 2025 comes around and you check your goals, you're gonna be like, oh, I haven't made any progress on any goal. And it's better to be like, okay, I did make progress in that goal. Even though you didn't finish it, you still made progress, which is better than nothing, you know what I mean? So yeah, 1% every day is better than nothing. So talking about routines, you need to take a look into what are you doing right now daily. Like, I know that I have been feeling quite unwell lately, and I feel like a lot of people did as well. So what I want you to do next is to take a look into your routine, because maybe you fell out of it and you don't even realize it. Okay, something else I want you to do is reassess the past few months. Like, what did you do these past few months, these past few days? Have you been very consistent in your routine, in your goals? And if it's not the case, again, like, write it on a sheet of paper and be like, okay, I didn't do that much of this, and I think this is why I didn't, and how can I make more of this, because I want to progress in that area, you know. So maybe I could, you know, take 10 minutes to work on this every day. And something else that Atomic Habits taught me is to have times for things to do. So don't say, oh, I will study Japanese every day. So that's something I wrote as a goal. I was like, oh, I'm gonna study Japanese daily, like do 10 minutes daily. And I never did until I put a time on it. And now I'm like, I'm going to study Japanese for 10 minutes every night before I go to sleep. And now I'm actually studying and progressing in it. But without a time, it's like as if you ask someone, oh, let's meet at this place. Yeah, but when? You might meet at that place, but one will be there at 10 p.m. and the other will be there at 6 a.m. So if you need to, even set yourself an alarm or like use an app. I used to use this app called 𝒁𝒑𝓈 and I loved it so much. It's the best to build habits, and it's really helpful because you have a notification going on and it's like, okay, now it's time to do this, and you have a timer every time. So brush your teeth for 3 minutes and then do this for 5 minutes and then it's this for 10 minutes, and you just go on, and you can create a morning and night routine, but you can add more routines like study routines or work routines. It's just like a little boost of motivation, and as if you had someone with you reminding you, okay, time to wake up and let's do this and this and that, like a little life coach kind of. So to close this chapter, I just wanted to remind you that if you have been working hard, or heck, not even hard, like you don't have to be like burning yourself out. If you feel like you've been quite consistent with your goals and you were able to cross a few of them, claim your reward. Like, I cannot say this enough. I used to be so bad at this because I would be such like a workaholic and always like go, and the time that I can get to enjoy myself and, you know, enjoy the rewards of my work, I would be like, no, but I could do more with that time, and I would utilize this time to do more work. So this is your reminder that if you have been consistent with your goals, with your routines, and you feel like it's mid-year but you feel good about it and you're like, oh, I have been working quite good on my goals, even if you fell out of it, I just want you to be able to enjoy it and celebrate yourself. Okay, now for the more exciting part, which is what did I manifest so far? I think I actually showed you guys multiple times my vision board for this year. So basically, as you can see, it's a lot of lifestyle. I really wanted to romanticize my life more. I was out from a period of my life where I tried romanticizing my life, but I never quite did it the way I wanted because I was quite limited, scared of people judging me, and also I had this whole kind of other personality, and I feel like I completely shifted and I'm another person now. Lots of healthy food, healthy things like health related stuff, so walking, having healthy food, yeah, being in the sun. I really wanted to be more like healthier, but not really focus on my body anymore. Like, I don't want to lose weight, I don't want to gain weight, I don't want to look a certain way, I don't want to like chop my bottom off, you know, literally something I used to want to do. Obviously in the middle we have a YouTube plaque, which still working on it, but it's something I will always put on my vision boards because I know this is my dream, traveling to Japan. This one, I keep it and I will keep putting it on my vision boards because this is the biggest dream I have right now, is to first visit Japan, second live in Japan. So let's start from the upper corner left side. We have this picture of food and like it looks healthy, so it was about eating healthier, which I am eating much healthier. Then we have a girl who's like working, I'm assuming on her business, and she's with her little Stanley cup, which I didn't get the Stanley because again, 50 euros for a cup like this, just with the logo, no thanks. But this one is actually cuter because the pink is so much like more pastel and I love it. The goal wasn't just to have like this kind of bottle, it was also to be more hydrated, which I definitely am. I am so good with my hydration now, you guys. Just, yeah, go watch my video on like what I drink in a day, you'll see. But yeah, I'm all about hydrating myself. So then we have, okay, this one I actually don't really want to talk about because it's not there yet. The one just below, the girl who's like, I don't know if she's running, but I took it as like a girl who's like taking her daily walk, listening to a podcast, and that's definitely a check for me. I've been walking almost every day listening to podcasts or music, and it's been just a moment in my day that I look forward to. I used to wake up, well, I still am a little bit. I used to wake up solely for my coffee, and now I wake up for my coffee and also my little walk afterwards. So then we have pictures of coffees, coffee shops, because I wanted to visit more coffee shops, and I definitely manifested an entire freaking coffee shop. Here in this town is only work. People go to this place to work, and there's literally no city life. So there's no coffee shops, there's only like pizzeria stuff, little parks here and there, but just, you know, Anyway, so there was no place like this one, and we usually go shopping into that big mall area. It's not very far away, and tell me why I never saw this coffee shop before. And once I made my vision board with these coffee shops, like these specific ones with the latte, like them selling iced coffee, which is very unusual for like this part of France, and we stumble upon it. I'm like, what is this? This doesn't look like a coffee shop. We get into it, it's even better than a coffee shop. It's a work coffee shop where people go to work. They have like iced lattes, they have so many coffees and drinks to offer. They have avocado toast. They are basically like the dreamiest version of a coffee shop that I could imagine, but it's the fact that I never saw it before, and I saw it after I made that vision board and kept looking at it. Oh my god, this one with the Lululemon bottle and the bag, I don't have them yet, but as you can see, the phone has a phone case. Don't judge mine, it's so dirty. Like, if you've been following me, you know that the minute I had it, it got a stain, and I was so sad about it, and I never repurchased it. So it's really, but it's okay because I'm actually planning on changing my phone because it's so like broken and stuff. But yeah, that's the same one. I actually incorporated some pictures of me, so the camera, the picture of the girl with the tulips in the bag is me as well, because I wanted to relate more to this vision board, you know. Okay, the headphones, I ended up getting these. They were cheaper than the Apple ones, but yeah, I still have them here, and I will still try to manifest them at a lower price, because to me this is way too much for headphones. Or maybe I'll actually switch for another pair of Sony, like these are Sony, but it's like the lower quality ones, but maybe I'll get like the better ones. The girl is like for fashion and stuff, which I said is a check. I have been experimenting with my fashion more lately, and I feel so much more myself, and I feel like I found my style. Then we have this setup, like I don't know, with the good morning. This is literally the kind of pictures I would take now, like of my drink and saying good morning to you guys and showing you like that I'm about to get to work, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. And then we have the whole like traveling. I did travel to Turkey with my mom and sister. It was so much fun. I vlogged it if you guys want to check it out. So that was everything I manifested from my vision board so far, because remember that it's still mid-year, so I still have 6 months-ish to achieve more of this. And what I'm gonna do is literally just keep looking at it every morning while visualizing myself actually living the moment or the things that I want to manifest as if I already have them, you know, and feel the feeling. And I swear this is the best way that actually works for manifesting, is to feel as if you already had that thing, you know. Anyways, so that was everything for this video. I hope it gave you motivation to go through your goals and see where you can like achieve more, some more progress, you know, without being stressed, you know, like you still have time. But yeah, that was more of a sit down and talk video rather than a vlog. I'll be back with the vlogs next week, so I hope you're excited. We'll be starting the fall vlogs very soon. Maybe it's even the one next week, I think. Oh my god, I cannot wait, you guys. I hope you're excited, and thank you for following my little journey here, and hopefully I can give you something in exchange of you spending your time with me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.